Okay, so I know it's been a long time since I last uploaded, and the main reason for that is I've been taking a break from drugs, and because this channel so far has been only videos about drugs, it kind of demotivated me to want to upload on it. I still do want to keep my trip report series going, and if that's why you're watching me, don't worry, they won't be going away, but I'm also going to start uploading some different non-drug related content whenever I feel like it, so be on the lookout for that if you're interested. And also, one last thing, check the description for more info about DPH. Also are the links for the music used. Thanks, and enjoy the video. So this video is about the third time I did DPH. It was also the only time I did DPH with people over, and it really showed me that DPH is not a good drug for social situations at all. This was the first time my large group of friends of about 6 people all came over during one of my trips, and that started becoming a regular thing for a while, and honestly it ruined a lot of my trips by making the set and setting worse. But anyway, I invited them all over to stay the night at my house, and my friend Tony and I were both going to trip on DPH, and my friend Isaac was going to do some vyvanse, and everyone else was going to stay sober. And most of the day was pretty chill. We mostly just spent time swimming in my pool, but I did get into a dumb argument with my mom around the time I was going to dose, which really didn't help my mindset going into the trip. Tony and I both dosed, and Isaac also dosed his vyvanse. I know I had 400 milligrams, but I don't remember how much Tony or Isaac took of their stuff. But after we all dosed, everyone just kind of hung out for a while, and me and Tony laid down next to each other on the floor. We started chatting to each other as it kicked in, and you're about to understand what I meant when I said DPH was bad for social situations, because every time we'd get halfway into like a conversation, we'd both get like short-term memory loss, like we were Alzheimer's patients or something, and just completely forget what we were talking about, and then we'd have to start a new conversation. And on top of that, like, it's already insanely hard to just speak and get your words out when you're on DPH, so even when I did remember what I wanted to say, I could barely say it. But we kept trying to talk like that for a while until just randomly out of nowhere, I just got super mad at him and told him to shut the fuck up. And I still feel really bad about that because he told me later that it scared him and made his trip worse, but I guess I was just too brain dead to be reasonable at that point because I really didn't have any reason to do that. But a little while after that, we had stopped talking, and I decided to go lay on the bathroom floor by myself, which oddly enough is something I did a lot on DPH. But I locked the door and tried to make myself comfy in there, and a little while after being in there, it had gotten to the point that I was dull enough that I thought I was still in my room with everyone, because there were like fake versions of all my friends walking around, and the bathroom looked like my bedroom. And sometimes I would remember that I was in the bathroom, usually when one of my friends came to the door and tried to get me to leave because they were worried I was in there too long. Sometimes I wouldn't remember and I'd just think I was in my room like normal. But after what I think was a pretty long time, I finally started to head back to my bedroom, and at first I couldn't get the door unlocked, even though I was the one who locked it because it locks from the inside, and I tried to get one of my friends to do it for me, even though like that's impossible, and they couldn't help me because I was the one who had to figure it out. But eventually I did get it open, and I made my way back into my bedroom, and pretty soon after that, Tony was also like totally brain dead, and he was trying to fucking plug his phone charger into a spot on the wall where like there wasn't a plug for it, and everyone in the room was laughing and telling him that there wasn't an outlet there, but he just kept mumbling that there was one and that like we didn't see it. Eventually he did realize that he was just being retarded, and he plugged it in somewhere that like actually had a plug for it, and I think I laid back down. I really don't remember too much notable for a while after that, because I think my memory was just starting to fade more. I do remember that my friend Doug got really sick, and Isaac was taking care of him, and I actually ended up staying awake until it wore off, which never happened to me on DPH except for this trip. Every other time I just fell asleep, but everyone else was asleep except for Isaac and Doug left pretty soon after I woke up because he was still feeling really sick. So I mostly just talked to Doug and played on the computer until everyone woke Isaac and played on the computer until everyone woke up and left. I don't remember what else I did for the rest of the day, but I think I mostly just rested because I was still worn out for it all. Yeah, overall it really wasn't that good of a time, mostly just because having a bunch of people over made it a lot more confusing and overwhelming, but also the trip was kind of underwhelming because I didn't do any DXM with it this time to make it stronger. I am still glad that I was able to talk about this trip here with you guys, even though it was kind of a shorter, less eventful one, but yeah, and I'm definitely glad to be back uploading here on this channel. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to this video, guys, and goodbye. Information is in the description and the song links are in the description, and be ready to see some more videos soon. Goodbye.